On today's episode of Help I Sexted My Boss, Jordan's on some strong antibiotics that are making him a little bit doolally.
Diego gets a love letter from another dog.
And Ben's got some riveting vegetarian chat.
Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to everyday dilemmas, like what should you do when Benson Boone tells you your mullet is rubbish? Or what should you do when your massage therapist gets your humour a little too well? You've got like a house on fire, you and M.
Well, yeah, you know.
Right up your street as he was up
He nearly was.
And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not usual agony ants, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not. Jordan North, Capital Breakfast Show host. I'm more golden hour. You're more golden shower. Okay? Don't know if you are, but that's from Matt on Instagram.
I love golden hour.
Generally, I think my heart just skipped a beat.
We're going to talk about this very soon. I'm going on holiday, and those golden hour pictures, you know, you could be Quasimodo and you'd still look good in golden hour.
Okay.
You know, Quasimodo's like, Belle, go and see out.
Belle?
What was she
It's
called?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, let's get a selfie, love. Even Quasimodo would look good in golden hour.
Right. Well, you'll be fine then.
Quasimodo goes into a bar.
Yes.
He's had a really shit day. Esmeralda's been getting on at him.
I know where this is going.
He's had a shit. Everyone's been at him, so he goes into the pub. He goes, "Have a double whiskey, please." And barman says, "Belle's okay." He says, "Who's fucking asking?" Who are we toasting to?
Well, we're going to toast to Becca, who says that you promised her a shout-out, Jordan.
Did I?
This is what she says whilst I pour. Hi, I just wanted to message to say I'm a big fan. I got to meet Jordan recently in Cardiff and sent him a long message, but I think he was pretty tipsy. And I'd love to take him up on the podcast shout-out offer. Ha ha. Big love to all of the Sexted team.
Becca.
Love from Becca and Carl, brackets big fans.
Yes, I do remember meeting them. They were in
Cardiff.
Yes, for my brother's stag do.
Lovely.
Yes.
Were they nice people?
They were lovely. Really lovely. I think I met them in... I can't remember what bar it was.
Sign of a good stag do.
I'm a man of my word, so let's do a big toast to Becca and Carl.
Becca and Carl.
I can't drink. I'm not allowed alcohol.
Why?
I'm on the strongest antibiotics. Oh, you won't have heard
Is that for the large swelling in your mouth?
You won't have heard the drama, will you?
No, I feel I'm about to.
Oh, the drama. Oh.
Becca, don't take that the wrong way, but he toasted and then spat it out immediately, but that's nothing to do with you.
Yeah, so obviously last recording,
Yeah.
I sounded a bit lesbian. I had impacted wisdom teeth. Don't like to talk about it. And on the Friday afterwards, we had to get a dentist to come out mid-show at Capital.
Okay.
To come and look at them, and they were really bad. And basically, they give me the strongest antibiotics. Now, you know, a lot of doctors say, "Oh, don't drink on antibiotics," and everyone's like, roll their eyes.
Well, it depends which time, I believe, yeah.
The dentist looked me in the eye and was like, "You cannot drink on these antibiotics." They were like, "If you drink on these, it will be black sick." And if you don't believe me, Google it. And so I Googled it, and it's true. I'm on like these proper strong ones.
And how long are you on them for?
Last day tomorrow.
Bless you. Oh,
So-
God, okay.
Yeah, so so I can't drink. So I'm
Fine, well, I'll take it away from you.
It doesn't take you long. You're your mother's son, all right?
No,
but
I know.
I did take a sip. So yeah, and you know what they think might have impacted the teeth?
What?
The massage.
Oh.
Which, by the way, was fantastic, and I
Other than the fact he's now on antibiotics,
thoroughly enjoyed because I got a face massage as well
that will be what I did
from
it.
Giorgio.
Yeah.
Yeah, they reckon it might have like.
Or as you called him at the end of the recording, thanks, Sergio.
Did I call him Sergio?
Yep.
Ah, sorry, Giorgio. They think it might have like.
Well, don't keep doing it.
Oh, I couldn't touch my face afterwards. If you go back on YouTube and watch last week's episode, you will see me gradually getting iller and iller.
Bless you.
I can't remember getting home. I was just like, get me home now.
I don't know if I said this in the episode, but I genuinely think that every massage, which aren't many, that I have ever had preceding what we did last Friday, I should be asking for my money back because I thought last Friday's was excellent. I actually felt the benefit.
Great.
Some massages, oh yeah, lovely, lovely. And they're like rubbing your back and you sort of, they're playing whale music and it's fine. That one, I actually felt it did something.
Yeah, same. Felt great afterwards.
I'm all for massages now.
If you think what we're going on about, on Friday's episode, I arranged for us to have a massage with William. Both a bit stressed at the moment, so we had a little masseuse.
Masseuse, massage therapist. Body worker, as we learnt that they're actually called.
You were getting on like a house on fire.
We were, yes.
Right up your street, Yeah. See, I had Sergio, the strong silent type. Giorgio, the strong silent type. That's best. Didn't say much. Just said, best way, just said, turn over now, sir. I was like, yeah.
That's what you like, isn't it? Yeah.
Turn and face the wall. Flip me over. Didn't look at me. Best way. No eye contact. Straight in.
Anyway, and unrelated, how are you looking forward to your holiday?
Yeah, you'll know. Yeah, and I know we're not digging up roads here, me and William, and we haven't got proper jobs, so I'm very much aware of that, but you'll know that final week before you go to your holiday. You're
counting the hours.
Crawling over the finish line. Crawling over. So I packed last night, which is good for me.
Jordan, that's very good.
I usually pack last minute because I'm not doing it this year. I always overpack. Half the stuff you don't even use. So I had a try-on session. Had me music. What? I know what you're going to do here. I'll cue you to do it. I'll cue you to do it, right? Because even I know it. So I had I poured myself a big glass of lemonade because I couldn't have Prosecco. Because I was... because I'm not allowed to drink. Got a bath, did my face routine, put my dressing gown on, put my tunes on in background. I'm every woman, and had a try-on session, and I've planned my outfits day by day.
All together now, G&Divas. Gay!
There he is.
Hi guys.
So I did that. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I felt like Mitch and Cam from Modern Family. What is happening here? You're getting like more comedy. I'm getting camper as the thing goes on.
We should say 2 points of business. Producer Ben is back. Welcome back, Producer Ben.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Thank you. And we have reverted to sitting on our regular sides.
Yes.
Which I don't believe went down brilliantly well last week.
But
I do stand by the fact I think I look better on your side.
Yeah, and I look better on that side.
So, who knows? We might switch it up in the future.
We might do.
It's an audio first podcast.
Exactly, so it doesn't really matter. We could be sitting on top of each other. We'd do that for an episode, actually.
Why not? We've done everything else. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to holiday. I've got so many books.
Ooh, fiction, non-fiction, what are you going to read?
Thing, but none that I can take with me. So I've got a real... Because, the thing is, on holiday, you want to read novels. You want to escape and get lost in a really good novel. You know, like a Lisa Jewell. Oh, I love a Lisa Jewell. It's like reading an ITV drama.
Oh, well done you for mentioning a century author.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So, but I've got one book that I know I'm going to love, but it's hardback. You don't really want to read a hardback. And then I've got Sally Rooney's new one.
No, but can I give you... Is this a new book because it's out in hardback?
What, Sally Rooney?
No. The hardback book.
Yeah.
You've only got it in hardback.
Yeah.
Okay, so in most airports, as we know, don't sell hardback, but they do paperbacks of all the really big new books.
I'm aware. I'm not stupid.
I did it.
Why is William
selling this
like it's new?
Because I only just discovered it.
Why is he... Are you're making this out like you've just invented...
I haven't invented it.
The wheel. Like... You know, there's a thing in your house called a tap that is running water. It's a game changer. You don't have to go out to a well anymore. Right,
there's going to be a fist in your face in a minute.
You don't get cholera anymore. There's this thing called running water, right?
Well, buy the flipping book at the airport.
Well, this is my conundrum, and I've got loads of books, so I'm not allowed to take me Nazi one. Right, they say it's been a slog, this Nazi book. It's frightening. It's frightening because it's happening. But anyway, I'm nearly finished that. It's not allowed to take that. And I've got a big hardback novel, but it's like you don't really want to know another. I've got me Sally Rooney, but I love Sally Rooney. I think she's great, but I didn't enjoy the last book.
Oh.
It wasn't for me. That's fine.
Can't be for everything.
Can't be for everyone. She probably listens to...
She probably hated our book.
No, she probably, she might listen to my radio show and think, I loved him on Tuesday, but thought you were a bit shit on Wednesday. Fair enough, Sally.
I felt that.
Yeah, fair enough. We're not all going to have
We're not always going to have good days.
So I don't know whether to take that. Go on.
There's a whippet, I believe, in the new Sally Rooney.
Oh, is there?
Obviously, Diego being a
Have you
whippet.
read it?
I've got a recommendation for you.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
Look at us being cultured.
I read it on my holiday.
It's like sitting here with Richard and Judy.
Hey, did you know that bookshops in airports sell hardbacks as paperbacks?
That's where I got it.
Oh, amazing. I know. What next?
It It's called Evenings and Weekends, and it's based in London, and I think it's right up Jordan Street.
Oh, why don't you bring it in for? I'm going on Saturday.
Ben, why don't you just pop home now whilst we do the rest of the episode? Bring it in.
So yeah, I'm going on Saturday. Flying with Jet2.
Okay.
6 a.m. flight, because when I'm on holiday, I want to be there. I want to make the most of it.
Yeah, but the only trouble with that is sometimes when I've done that, and I completely get your mindset, is then you can't check into the hotel, because if the hotel doesn't let you check in until 3.
I've got a sun lounger.
Oh no, I can't do that until I've unpacked.
Well, I'm getting there early, flying with
Okay.
Jet2, and I'm proper looking forward to it. It should be good. But that means the thing is with 6 a.m. flight is realistically, he got me up at 2:30, which I didn't think about at the time.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's even earlier than I get up.
zero sympathy because you have chosen that time yourself.
Well, that's the best time. You want to make the most of it.
Just maybe don't go to bed, sleep on the plane.
Maybe. But yeah, so this time next week, I'll be drinking cheap Spanish lager,
And not on antibiotics.
dancing to Cuban Pete for lunchtime aerobics. His name is Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick chicky bum, chick chicky bum, chick chicky bum.
Jordan's just
His
stripped.
name is
Okay.
Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. And when I play the maracas, I go chick chicky bum, chick chicky bum, chick chicky bum. And then by end of holiday, I'm like, piss off. You're doing me head in. No, I'm not doing it today. Enrico, I'm not doing it today. No, I'm rough. Piss off. No. Minute later, his name is Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I
Right.
play it, I'm so excited. I've never
Well-
looked forward to a holiday more.
The internet has just exploded with
I'm gonna
that.
play them maracas. Also, do you think I need to? Honest question, Ben. Hear me out. Do I need to shave my chest?
No, we don't need to see
Is
it
it
again.
too much? I don't know
No.
whether to
Jordan,
shave
this is
or
a
not.
workplace.
What do you think, Jack?
I think it is good.
Yeah, you think is it the right amount of hair? Because
Perfect.
so, I don't know.
You are so thirsty.
I'm not being thirsty. Do I shave it or
Oh,
not?
for God's sake.
I think the antibiotics are working, guys.
Yeah,
Anyway, so that's my week. I'm looking forward to my holiday.
right.
And I play the maracas. I go chick chicky bum, chick chicky bum.
Do we have
chick,
the rights
chicky
for
bum.
this? Could you do that bottom button up, please?
I beg your pardon?
Could you do that bottom button up?
So yeah. Anyway, how's your week been?
Yes, it's been absolutely fine. Thank you very much.
How was Mary Poppins?
I went to go and see Mary Poppins in Bradford at the Alhambra. Took my niece, Annie, her first big theatre trip to see a proper sort of show. She loved it. She
you-
said afterwards, best show she's ever seen. Again, has only ever seen one, so
See-
I'm not completely convinced that means much, but I was very, very grateful. But it was great. Lots of G&Divas there.
Were there?
Lots of people come up to me going, oh, I only came booked because you go on about it so much and now you're here. What are the chances? Like, well, actually quite high.
Of course he was there.
Booked to go and see it 2 more times already.
Where?
Not
In
in
Bradford?
No, not in Bradford. Anyway, I love Mary Poppins. It did everything it needed to do.
Was it as good as the West End show?
Well, it's basically the same show, different cast, but that's one of the great. So a lot of tours, I'm sure I've said this before. A lot of tours West End shows when they go on tour, sort of scale it down a bit. But there is no scaling down. It is basically the entire
Oh wow!
show
Did she
again.
fly?
She does fly, and she did fly. We didn't have a Cardiff in 2015, so that was a relief. Always get tense when it gets to that part.
Okay.
Obviously, floods of tears, but I got there. I got through it.
Are you still wanting to fly in Sheffield? Because I know a guy who knows a guy. Who knows a guy?
I said I wanted to fly out of Sheffield.
Oh,
is what I
okay,
said.
Right. I thought you wanted to fly on stage when we were at Crosswires Festival.
I think there was a bit of a crosswire with that. No,
You're not flying then?
I'm not flying there.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk more about Crosswire. It's coming out only a couple of weeks away. I'm actually quite excited for that. Just quick.
It's our Lee's wedding night before. Bloody hell.
Yeah, just go easy.
Oh, well.
Okay. We don't need you on antibiotics for Crosswires again.
Be on more than antibiotics. Alka-Seltzers.
Letter to the Pope update.
Yes.
Is posted.
Okay. Have we
It's
heard
gone.
from His Excellency?
Not yet, His Holiness.
His Holiness?
Not yet. I wrote it. It was in our carousel last week. Me putting the letter through the red letter box. I actually left the house. I was going to do something else. I was going to post it on my way out. Forgot it. Ran back into the house. Saw Mike. He went, "Sorry, I've forgotten the letter to the Pope." I thought, how often are you going to say that? So picked it up off the table and went back out.
See, you've just reminded me. My my letterbox had been flapping a lot randomly this week.
Yeah.
You know, when you think you hear a letter coming through, but it's not. So I've been going to the door, nothing's been there.
It's been like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
I think it's a sign from God that the
Right.
letter's been received.
I mean, yeah.
No, because I've heard my letterbox go twice this week, and I've gone to pick up the post, and nothing's there. That's Jesus. That's
if
God.
If the letter arriving was one time, what was the second time?
Well, that's just God saying, just to remind you, I'm here. It's a sign.
Just the confirmation.
And
yeah.
then
Yeah.
I had a slice of toast this week, right? And I promise you, because my toaster's broke, I'm grilling it.
Don't
and
say you saw the Pope. And
No,
piece
I
of
seen
toast.
Jesus' beard in my toast.
Right.
It's a sign from God. That letter's been read by the Pope. And
I mean,
then,
I don't know if it goes direct to the Pope. It probably goes to a team of cardinals first.
And then
yeah.
I spread me peanut butter on it.
Yeah.
I could see Mary Magdalene in nuts.
Oh, shut up.
It's a sign of God. It is.
Okay.
Right.
God's with
So
us.
I think the Pope's got it. It is.
Good.
The Pope has got it.
You need to get your. If your letterbox was flapping, that would really annoy me, particularly if there's a draft.
God, it don't do it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go to your letterbox and it was flapping open? You were hoping to receive some first class mail.
Just let that one linger.
Talking of which, let's move on to my favourite country and western singer, Dixon Dallas.
Oh, what's he done?
Now, can you remember about 2 years ago, we discovered Dixon Dallas?
It's only a year ago.
Okay.
He's booting on my... What is it?
He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides. I
He's
can hardly
bouncing
breathe.
on my booty cheeks. You love the way he rides.
Well, let me tell you, he's got a new song out. And this is, by the way, this is not paid promotion. This is just, I've discovered it. It's a banger.
Is it like...
Forget the fact it's filth. It is a banger.
What's that one that they were playing on TikTok for ages? You got a cock. Get your hard cock that loads of girls are playing to
I'm
boyfriends.
sorry.
Anyway, go on.
Well, his new one is called Begging for More.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to jump straight in at the chorus.
Okay.
Jordan, literally, as a song, it's great. It's a shame you're not going to be able to play this on Capital or indeed any radio station. If you are listening with young ears, by the way, this might be a moment just to sort of skip forward a little bit.
Come and make my day. He was pounding me hard till the sun came up, huffing and a puffing and a taking it rough. We made a lot of loving with a little bit of pain, banging that booty while I'm yelling his name, choking and a stroking till I'm tired and sore. I'm gagging on it, Daddy got me begging for more.
Isn't that good?
Right, okay.
Jordan's going to add that to his playlist.
No, I'm not. I just want to... Have you
Just
ever...
taking his phone out.
Have you ever heard Tenacious D?
Tenacious D.
Right, okay. I just want to get your...
I've had some D that was pretty tenacious.
I want to... Have you ever heard this? One of my favourite songs ever.
But fellas, listen closely. You don't always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right
to do.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I feel I started this.
Sometimes you got to give love. And you can give us some smooches too. Sometimes you got to squeeze. Sometimes you've got to say please. Sometimes you got to say, hey, I'm gonna fuck you softly.
Okay.
We used to sing that all the time. And my mum used to hate it. And then at Bradley's...
I wonder why.
Then at Bradley's 30th...
That wasn't that long
it,
ago.
And she knows all the lyrics like us. And she's like, I'm gonna order it from Zanzibar. She was pissed. You never heard that before?
No, funnily
You've
enough.
heard that, haven't you? It's one of my favourite songs, that.
Okay.
But,
I'll stick to Dixon Dallas.
I'll stick to Tenacious D.
No, you won't.
And I'm gonna pump her discreetly. Anything else going on quickly before we go on to our listeners' problems, questions and dilemmas?
I do feel slightly sorry for charity muggers that you sort of see. That's not their official title. You know, the people that normally stand outside of train stations, which always... Like, why a train station? Because people are either... They've just arrived and they're rushing to get somewhere.
Excuse me, sir. Do you want to sponsor an Irishman with alopecia? Piss off.
Or they're rushing to get the train. So it's really a bad time for actually anyone to talk to anyone. But anyway...
They're only doing charity work.
I know.
You do feel.
I'm just a bit like, can you not find a different location?
Spin they spin the pads on.
Yeah. And they always say things like, oh, you look happy, sir. I don't. Anyway, they're having to try different tactics, obviously, to try and get people to stop to talk to them. The one the other day, I did feel a bit bad. He said to me, I'm going to guess your job. And I just stood there and went, all right. He didn't.
What did he say?
Oh, we went through everything. He went through like solicitor, teacher.
It worked because he stopped and got your attention.
No, I stood there and after about 7 jobs, I said, I'm so sorry, I have to go and you haven't guessed my job. And I felt quite...
And you didn't tell
I felt
him?
quite smug.
I've done that before.
What?
It's similar. I sell loft insulation outside Asda's. Did you not know this?
It's the place where most people are looking for their loft
Oh,
insulation.
I've told you this before.
No, I
Yeah,
don't know.
have.
I genuinely don't
still
think you
remember
have.
at script. I used to go, oh my God, I am flabbergasted that you've not got your loft or your cavity walls insulated. And I can remember the script now and go,
Look at your little hands on your hip. Jordan's put his wrists turned in with his wrists resting on his hip.
I used to go, I'm flabbergasted. Do you know you're wasting thousands on your energy bills a year? And I was really good at it because I wanted money. First year of uni, I wanted money to go to my glove. So I sold it outside Asda's in Leyland. The big Tesco in Leyland. I think it might have been Asda's in Chorley. Anyway,
Right.
yeah, and that were hard because people just go, no, not today.
No.
Yeah. And I actually once ended up getting a really good sale at the urinals, which sounds odd. Because there were a bloke
Why
there.
were you at the
A
urinals?
bloke there, and I'm having a wee on my break.
Why
and
are
he
we
went,
actually urinal talking about cavity insurance?
and he went, what are you selling out there? And I went, loft insulation, cavity wall insulation. And he was like, oh, right, what is that? And I literally did the pitch as I was having a piss and got a sale. I'll never forget that. But a lot of builders, old school builders, don't believe in it. 'Cause,
Urinals.
you know, you've got in your cavity walls.
Yeah.
I remember a builder saying,
I believe, yeah. It has,
cavity walls are built. Your house has got to breathe. So what they do is they fill them in now. Well, they were about 15 years ago at Rock Range. So
rage.
yeah, I actually I got a sell from my mum as well.
Well, okay. That's nice.
Because
there was
paid
a
her
go-
back with a kitchen.
There was a
at least.
government, basically as well, if I remember right, there was a government scheme at the time, so they'd pay for because it was to save energy. Anyway,
Did you
Well-
actually make enough money to go to Magaluf?
I made a fortune, Ben. And then
On
I come-
commission?
Yeah, and then I come back and couldn't be arsed because he had nothing to say. Oh, I made a fortune. It were all
What was your commission
based.
rate?
I think it was, I got £5 for a bite. So it's like if they got the details, so a leaflet. And then if it went through and they actually got it insulated, I got like 200, 300 quid or something.
Gosh.
It might
And were
be-
you
no, it was
being paid?
250 quid.
Were you being paid anyway?
It was all commission, yeah.
Oh no, so it was just commission based.
Yeah.
It wasn't. There wasn't a flat
I'd
fee.
be, and sometimes I'd do 6 hours, sometimes I'd do 12, sometimes I'd do 3. It was good actually. It suited me.
And where did you do that mostly?
Fell out with an RAC guy once because he was on my he was on my patch. I went fucking mad at him. I like, no, I've been here for the past 2 weeks. He went, no, and he was selling RAC. Dickhead he were.
Where did you get it done? Where were you selling it?
Outside Big Tesco's in Leyland.
In Leyland. So if anyone bought some
Yeah.
Yes.
cavity insulation
If anyone
outside of
bought-
Particularly if it's gone bad.
There was a little, like, at the time, a
Scruff.
yeah, scruffy, chubby student on it was like a, what they call decorator's table, trestle table.
Trestle table.
Yeah.
Behind the table, not on
Yeah.
it.
I were right good at it.
Were you? We should have kept at it.
And if you're a pensioner, you got it for free. Oh, pensioners were at best. It's all come back to me now. You got it for free.
All right, silly.
So I'd literally, like a perv, be following pensioners round. I'd be like, hang on, she looks old. How old are you, love? Yeah, you know, you can get your cavity walls done
Sorry,
for free.
Mum.
I think it was like 80. They paid next to nothing.
How old's the pensioner?
Why are you so interested in this? I think it was like 65 at the time.
Right.
It was 2009. I remember it.
Okay. Enough of insurance chat.
This is great. This
That's
is great.
Well, yeah, save it. Save it for next time.
Actually, once, I remember I was out there and I seen Kirk from Coronation Street.
Did you sell him anything?
I tried to, but he went in. And he won the jungle, didn't he? I know he came runner-up like me.
What's his name?
Andy
Wyman.
Wyman.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
Okay. Well, shall we go to a break?
think we should.
We'll do my etymology when we come back. And this is inspired by something that we were talking about, which was spaghetti bolognese and pizza. Does spaghetti bolognese come from Bologna? Does pizza come from Pisa? We were discussing it a few weeks ago.
We'll find out after these messages. This episode of Help I Sex My Boss is brought to you by Loft and Cavity Wall Installation. I'm joking. That's not the actual proper ad.
Here they are, though.
It's William, the etiquette geek. His knowledge is quite unique. He'll give you manners, a subtle tweak. It's time for William's etymology of the week. Cha 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 cha. Cha 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 cha.
Gorge. So, is spaghetti bolognese from Bologna? Is pizza from Pisa? As we pontificated. What do you think?
Well, yeah. Of course it is. It's like cheddar, some cheddar, isn't it?
Well, interestingly, spaghetti bolognese does not exist as an Italian dish in proper Italian cooking.
Is it British?
Ish. So it's a hybrid dish that was invented after World War II in America, where returning soldiers were attempting to recreate a dish from back in Italy. So they were trying to take it back to America to recreate it. The ingredients to make pasta were not widely available, but ready-made spaghetti in America was. Thus, spaghetti bolognese, or simply spaghetti, was born over there in America. The original Italian dish, however, is ragu alla bolognese, which was always served with tagliatelle, not spaghetti. But is it from Bologna? Basically, ish is the answer. The link to Bologna was made in 1891 with the publication of the Bible of Italian Cookery, Science in the Kitchen. However, many food historians claim the dish was based on one created for the Cardinal of Imola, a nearby city, in the late 18th century. So it's a little bit of a... It is Italian cookery, but it's not traditional Italian cookery.
See, unpopular opinion, I'm not a big fan of spaghetti bolognese.
Well, I don't like it with spaghetti, no. I like it with like a penne or a tagliatelle or something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
But not spaghetti.
But even bolognese, spaghetti meatballs, spot on. Carbonara, the proper carbonara, you don't need cream in it.
No, you don't.
No, if you get the egg in and plenty of salt.
So,
Cacio e pepe, what's that one?
Cacio e pepe?
Cacio e pepe, I'm on the toilet having a crapette. Have you not seen that meme?
No.
That Italian woman goes, open your cacio e pepe. And some guys, it don't matter.
Well, I'll look it up. Pizza, however, is not from Pisa. Whilst pizza-like dishes have been around since ancient times, they were basically flatbreads with toppings, but not with tomatoes. Tomatoes only entered Italian cookery in the late 18th century, and in most cases were not widely used until the middle of the 19th century. If any city can claim to have invented pizza, it's Naples, which is still considered by many to be the home of pizza and the inventor of the pizza margherita. Like spaghetti bolognese, guess who popularised it? It was our friends, the Americans, after World War II. And in the UK, pizza became popular in the 1960s and 1970s.
Now, I do love, like, a Domino's pizza or a Papa John's, but...
Right, they're exactly like that in Naples.
I've never been to Italy, but I've never been to Italy, oh, it's on the list, but a proper Italian made-in pizza oven where it's really thin and they just put it in for like a minute. Can't beat it. Just a margarita one.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to, talking of crosswires? Sorry, now this is completely going against everything I've just said.
What? Pie Minster?
No, that's Leeds. I'm sure they've got them in Sheffield.
Oh, that's when you stormed out, innit? And we lost you.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. That was years ago.
Until 5 minutes before the show.
It wasn't 5 minutes. It was 35 minutes. I think you're fine.
5 minutes. Oh, because Ben. What did Ben?
I can't remember. He was a twat.
Yeah, it was.
Basically.
Oh, it's not a twat.
You were a little dickhead back then.
I made one sort of sarcastic joke, and William took it the wrong way.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
Imagine if
jokes
we
are
all
only
took
meant to be
William's
funny.
Jokes seriously, we'd be crying all the time.
Do you remember when you left your bag and then nearly come back with that little Chinese boy?
Well, that was the same incident. We should just.
No, that was Birmingham.
Yeah, but that was off the back of that. We had gone up to Leeds from Birmingham, and I had left my bag, my carpet bag, the bag that then blew open at Switzerland and got me into trouble. That bag I had left in Birmingham. I was having a meltdown. Ben made some comment. I genuinely cannot remember what you said. I can remember the room that we were in the Airbnb hotel-y bit.
It was an apart hotel, I believe.
Apart hotel, thank you.
Is that the same night we were on bunk beds?
Yeah, it was bunk beds.
We've been through it. We've earned our stripes.
That was bunk beds, and that was if it was the
you
night
were
after
on-
Birmingham, me and merchandise Matt shared a bed.
It's the making of both of them.
Anyway, where are we
And-
going with this? What were we saying before?
What I'm looking forward to after Crosswires,
sorry.
after the show, going back to my room for a Domino's.
Oh,
Absolute classic.
You do love a Domino's on tour.
Only after tour.
See, I love a Subway. I love a 12-inch. I always get a Subway on tour. You always get a Domino's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that.
I do enjoy it.
In Leeds, we went to Pie Minster, and it was one of the best pies I've ever had.
Yeah, I was sitting on a park bench crying at that point, so...
Oh, you're so dramatic.
Yeah, I know.
Right, come on. We're faffing. Now it's time for your question. Very good etiquette etymology this week.
Thank you very much.
Short and sweet. Now it's time for your questions and dilemmas. Remember, if you need our help with something, then you can get in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sexandmyboss.com. You can DM us. We're at sexandmyboss on socials. Or you can write to William, who in the fullness of time promises a handwritten reply in one of our luxury greeting cards of executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website, sexandmyboss.com. Also, if you're going to be in the audience for our live show at Crosswires Festival in Sheffield on the 5th of July, then we would love to hear from you.
Yes, if you would like us to answer your dilemma live in person or get involved in the show in any other way, then please send us an email to help@sexandmyboss.com and put Sheffield in the subject line, ideally at the front.
Yes.
Sheffield.
And then even if it's a funny story or something, we'll read it out.
We can also add it to the website. So if you go to sexandmyboss.com/contact, there'll be an option and you can choose Sheffield Crosswires or something, and then you can do it that way as well.
We're going to get onto bloody questions, or what are you today?
We're just trying to communicate with our lovely G&Divas.
It's the heat. Everyone's a bit
It's a
ratty.
bit hot.
Everyone's extra ratty, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if extra ratty for you is quite ratty, isn't it?
I'm not ratty.
Now, Ben, we're going to have leads all over again. It's this sort of acerbic comment
We're
that you
all
made.
friends here. Love you, Ben.
Love you, William.
Say love you, Jordan. Love you, Ben.
Love you, Jordan.
Love you, William.
Love you, Jordan. Love you, Ben.
Love you, William.
There we go.
Thank you.
Love you, William.
Love you, Jack. Love you, Zofia.
Love you, Jack.
Love you,
Zofia.
Diego.
Love you. Diego.
It's like an episode of The Waltons all of a sudden. Our first dilemma is from Megan. Dear William and Jordan, I need your expertise, William. And
Where's the music?
Don't start on the music.
Do. What happened?
That was another drama on YouTube.
The music is in the episodes, isn't it?
Yes.
But we just one it forgot.
The music has always been in the audio version of this production. YouTube, it's never been on there for so many different reasons. It crept in one week for, again, various reasons. Nobody was to blame. YouTube didn't like it.
Right.
Our first dilemma is from Megan. Dear William and Jordan, I need your expertise, William, and your opinion, Jordan, on cutlery drawers. In which section should the cutlery go? Mine is arranged spoons, knives, forks, but is there a correct order? And if so, what is it? Every household seems to do it differently, but I've always wondered if there's a set standard for where each item should go. Thanks for reading this first world problem. Best, Megan.
It's a great question.
Got
My
many things to say.
cutlery drawer, my mum went mad at me. She's been round to my house God knows how many times. She can never find my cutlery drawer because you open it, but it's one of those little hidden ones that's the drawer within the drawer. Do you know what I mean? And I've told her so many times she can't shut front door either. I've come home and she'd made her and my dad some toast and spreaded the butter with a big wooden spoon.
Oh,
And went mad at me for it.
okay.
And then when I finally showed it, she went, your cutlery drawer's a disgrace. So, yeah, where are we on this?
So I do mine in the order in which the items were invented.
Okay.
So I have knives, spoons, forks, because knives were invented first, then the spoon, and then the fork.
Right.
So that's how I do it. And then underneath I have my teaspoons, because
Oh,
that's a separate
yeah.
little thing.
I'm trying to think now. Still haven't found those bread knives, by the way. I have forks, knives, spoons.
Okay.
But is it just me? Right. I think everyone's got this, especially if you've got mismatched cutlery a bit like me.
Can I just say, I have opened friends' cutlery drawers before and seen when you sort of go to open it, like you've got forks and knives in the same one. There is no order. They just plonk them in. Pathological.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
Everyone, welcome to your 30s. I have a favourite knife. Sometimes if I pick my favourite knife out of a drawer, I'm like, oh, that's class. Yes, we're on to a winner tonight. But I've got a fork that I fucking hate. Right?
Well, get rid of it.
No, I can't. I don't know what to do with it. And every time I pick it up, I'm like, oh, for fuck. There's always there's a fork that I despise this fork. A couple of times a week, I'll pick it up and have to eat my tea with it.
Just put it down again.
No, because it's the
Go and throw it
fork's
away.
what it's annoying. It's a shite fork. and I
You're
always pick
moving
it up.
soon.
Yeah, I will.
Treat yourself to some better cutlery.
But you're saying do it knife, fork, spoon.
Correct.
Right.
That's how I do it. But whatever works for you. I'm not going to lose any sleep if people do it differently. I will lose sleep if people mix them all up together.
Also, in my cutlery drawer, I have so many potato peelers that have been sent in from G&Divas to the point where I've got about 8 potato peelers now.
Generally, best potato peelers recently, I used one at my mother's. It was so sharp and wonderful when I was doing my lemon for the martini. Lakeland, again, home of the Rat Master.
Did they?
Yeah. I threw all mine away and just bulk bought from Lakeland.
I've got a really good one. I don't know where it's
And
from.
don't put them in the dishwasher because they go blunt.
I'll all your knives. I'll
Yeah.
find mine because mine's a really good potato peeler. Oh, God, what have we come to?
I would say we have done potato peeler content for quite some time, so I wouldn't say we've...
Wendy, can I have a potato peeler?
Do you use your peeler that often?
Yeah, I have multiple peelers because I have a martini most nights, Ben,
Yeah, fair
if I'm
enough.
at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I just don't use... I would say the peeler in my drawer is not oft used.
Yeah, same, to be fair. Once a week, if that.
So I keep the skin on my potatoes when I make fries. I do a carrot, I'd say, is the most common vegetable that I'd peel off.
That was boring.
Vegetarian chat. This is from...
Is that how you get Kat going?
Cat,
Yeah, she doesn't really respond.
Cat, let me peel back the skin of this carrot. This
That
is from...
No,
What?
that is disgusting.
He's genuinely pissed off with that comment. All the shit we give him, and that's the one that he's... I wish you could see his face.
One
now.
word, Ben. Leads.
Yeah, well, I can tell.
This is from Adrienne. Dear William and Jordan, I'm what my friends like to call a crotch watcher. Okay, if there's something going on in the vicinity that's crotch related, I'm going to hone in on it and investigate. Recently, I was at my very first appointment with a new personal trainer. He was wearing tight trousers with a very obvious bulge, so naturally I kept sneaking glances to try and figure out cock or ball. Apparently, I stared a little too hard and he caught me. After that, I couldn't look the poor man in the eye. I'm still not sure what the final verdict was, but once I got caught, the game was over. What is the etiquette when you're caught playing solo international cock or ball? Do you bow out gracefully and accept defeat, or do you try to sneak in another round? P.S. The other day I wanted to make a gin and debonnaire, but discovered my husband had drunk all the gin. A quick Google search led me to a recipe using bourbon, debonnaire and orange bitters.
I've had that before in New York.
Since Jordan likes whiskey, he might enjoy this version. It was absolutely delicious.
It's really good. I had it in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just
Yeah,
say...
but there's a lot to unpack here.
That's what she was thinking.
Why do you look... I don't get why
Don't
she
stare at people in the crotch.
I don't get why she looks at people... Oh, you'd be a...
Don't...
You in
don't-
grey joggers. Hey, a big old horse cock. You'd be a big old mahogany cock. You'd be... You in joggers would catch many an eye.
I'm never going to wear joggers in my life.
Please don't wear grey joggers. But there's a game of cut or uncut as well. Oh. You can literally tell with joggers.
I thought that's what they call editing this episode.
Yeah, cut or uncut.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why she's just look at people.
Stop looking at people.
Looking at people's crotches. It's
Potentially,
perverted.
if you are in a relationship, that's probably the only person's crotch you can look at and get away with. Anyone else, it is wrong. Stop doing it.
You know I'm going on holiday next week.
Don't look at anyone in the crotch.
Don't laugh, but with my train on, I invested in some Speedos because it's the summer of Speedos. You know, I've read GQ, I get GQ. But I'm not going to take them with them because just look like Action Man, me. No bulge.
Nothing a little sock can't sort
I'm
out,
not
Jordan.
I'm not going on holiday with a sock in my Speedos.
Why not?
So.
Jordan, there's literal evidence of you in Speedos on YouTube.
Yeah. And certain forums. I'm told.
Cut or uncut, I think.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
think that's the
wear
name of the
it.
forum.
I can't wear them anyway. The S fell off, so
This is from
can't
Nikki.
be wearing that round pool on holiday.
This is from Nikki. Dear William Jordan et al. I've just started writing thank you notes for those who attended my son's christening and bought him gifts. I needed to refill my fountain pen, but couldn't decide between blue or black ink. I love this. Is there any etiquette surrounding the choice of ink for a thank you note? Also, should the thanks come from us as the parents or from our little boy? I feel a bit silly writing from Angus when he's only 6 months old and would be far more likely to try and eat the note than write it. That said, the gifts were clearly for him, not us. I've settled on signing all 3 of our names, but I'm not sure if that's the correct approach. And it made me wonder if we had another child, should we include their name too, even though it wasn't their christening or their gift. Please help a very sleep-deprived mama and let me know the proper etiquette. Best wishes, Nikki. Well,
Nikki.
let's do your ink dilemma first.
So, I mean, it's such a lovely letter. It's the most,
Mickey, this is the sort of letter when we started this podcast...
It's definitely one of the most middle-class problems we've ever had.
But I love it and I'm here for it.
You are here for it.
Blue or black ink, what's your preference?
Blue. I prefer blue. I can read blue better.
Okay. Yeah. Traditionally, it was always black ink for men, blue for women. That was, if we went back 150 years, that was what people used to think. Yeah.
Never write in red.
Oh no, you're not a school teacher. No, it's fine for marking homework. And green ink is you're complaining to the council, basically. It is. I used to prefer blue. What?
What do you mean?
Green ink is what complaint letters would be written in.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. If you look up green ink letters, it's a thing.
Anyway,
Ben, this is my department. Just go with it.
I'd just like to know an explanation.
Shall I do that for an etymology?
yes.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Well, Jack was nodding quite profusely,
Okay,
actually.
well, yes then.
I used to be a blue ink person,
Yeah.
but I've gone black.
Okay.
And I'm sticking with that.
And they do say
Right.
once you've left blue, you'll never know what to do.
I believe that is what they say. Yes. Just take a minute, everyone. Okay. So, Nikki, in answer to your next question about signing off the names, you're quite right. They don't need to be from Angus. He's 6 months old. He obviously can't write. Wait until he gets to 8 months. But what I would do after that is just write, thank you so much for Angus's da-da-da-da-da, and sign it off from yourself. It's the same as people that sign off Christmas cards from the dog. Just
What's wrong with that?
get friends. It's just so tragic.
Oh, don't.
No, it's so odd.
I think that's
Lots
cute.
of love from...
Cat, Ben and Diego.
Yeah. Really? Really?
Is
He's
he
a
coming
dog.
wedding, by the way, Diego?
Is he involved?
Oh, he's not bringing rings down aisle, is he? Because that's...
Is he?
Oh,
Oh, he is. I think
he is, isn't he?
We've scuppered plans.
I am Jules. I'm going to look bloody fabulous, and I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to steal the show, babes. I'm going to little waddle down that aisle, and I'm going to get. I'm page boy, flower girl, all in one. A best man as well. Yeah, and bridesmaid, chief bridesmaid. I'm going to waddle down that aisle, babes. You'll see me. I'm going to look fabulous.
My daddy asked me to be the ring bearer. I didn't need to be asked twice. Ben?
Excuse me. You don't impersonate me.
This next one is from George. Hi, Diego.
Oh,
You can't plan it. I'm a fellow dog. Oh, Jesus Christ.
shut up. Have we got a letter from a dog?
I'm
Did you
just
genuinely
no,
not
I
know?
Absolutely, hand on heart, did not know that
is
was happening.
Fantastic. Honestly. Do you know what? If I wasn't in this podcast, I'd listen to this podcast. It's class. Blowing my own trumpet a bit there. That's
Right.
good. You couldn't write that shit. That's fantastic.
I'm a fellow dog, and my human mum, Jane, and I listen to the podcast on our smart speaker.
This is brilliant.
I hear your voice and get so excited. I'm your biggest fan.
Oh.
Anyway, here's my dilemma. While relaxing the other evening, I was dreaming about you, or how I imagine you look and smell. Sorry, I don't actually know what a camp whippet looks like. We were running through long grass when we bumped into each other, and before I knew what was happening, I had sprinkle sparkle spunked all over my tummy. What? This is weird. On so many levels. I woke up so embarrassed, and my mum was wiping my tummy with a tissue. So my question is, should I have been so ashamed? Thank you for cheering my mum up. She's always laughing when she listens to your podcast. Love from Diego.
The dogs have wet dreams.
Love Diego from George the Terrier / Lurcher Cross.
The dogs have wet dreams.
What the dickens is going on?
Google that. Right. The dogs have wet dreams. Jesus. Right. So basically.
Should I really
Also,
Google that
Jane-
on my work laptop?
Yes. It's
Jane-
fine. It's for work.
You-
So her dog. So basically, Jane's dog has had a dream, and in the dream, spunked everywhere. I didn't know dogs.
Is that
could
well?
do
If
that.
that's true, Or
Google says yes.
I wish I was there, Jane. I would have sorted him out. I would have sorted him right out off his belly. What? I'm just saying, Daddy. You know what I'm like. Sounds good. Get in touch. Get my number. I'll be in touch. Why is everyone laughing?
take my hand. I hope you have a really nice holiday because you really need it.
I'm fucked. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely fucked.
Yeah, please.
I have never, ever been so run down in all my life.
I know.
Can you tell?
Bless
Thank
you. I'm not even going to answer that. We'll finish with this dilemma from Dave. Dear William Jordan and the rest...
Get me on that plane. This has been a bad episode.
No, it's not been a bad episode. It's just been a very odd
It's going
one.
to be one that I really cringe back listening to.
Dear William Jordan and the rest of the Sexted team, I have a modern day dilemma that I could use some help with. Let's buckle up. I visit my dad regularly. He's lived on his own since Mum passed 19 years ago. Like any good son, I do my best to help with the odd jobs and DIY around his house. After most visits, my dad insists on giving me some cash. I try to politely decline or pretend to, but I don't put up much of a fight and gratefully accept. But here's my dilemma. As a middle-aged man with a family and debt up to my eyeballs, money in my bank is far more helpful to me than cash in hand. Do you think it would be rude to ask him to transfer it to my bank account instead? And if not, how would I go about asking him without sounding ungrateful? Thanks in advance. Love you all. Dave. #NotASexPodcast. Thank you. And actually, you started this with a modern day dilemma. I thought it was going to be rude. It was not.
Dave, I mean, if it's small jobs, should you be... I don't know where I am on this. Like, because I don't know.
I think you can't be ungrateful.
Thing,
and you sort of know that, again, cash is cash, whether it's in your bank or it's in your hand. You can also go to the bank, pay it in.
I don't...
Like, just do that.
Yeah. Pay it in.
Or use the cash.
But I know where he's coming from with cash, because if you have cash, it just spends. It goes nowhere, does it?
Well, go to the person you give it to.
No, I mean, if you have cash, you just end up getting rid of it, don't you? It's like on holiday.
Getting rid of it? What the heck are
you
you
think
doing?
It's in my pocket, I might as well buy something.
Just walking down the street going, ooh.
Yeah. Oh, if I've got cash on me, I'll cross streets to give it to homeless people.
Well, that is 1,000 times better than doing nothing with it.
It's been well known, because I'm like...
Well known. We're all talking about it.
Well...
Well, that's very good.
But it's just, when it's on you, you just like, and I don't like change in my pocket.
But Dave, I basically don't think you can say to your dad, oh, thanks, but you think you can transfer me some money. I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Particularly as you are middle-aged, as you say.
I do miss having cash. That moment where you creep in on a night out, you take your jeans off and coins just go everywhere. Yeah. It's that Lee Evans sketch, innit? 50p's dead camp. Because then for my final act, does a big mad spin at the end, doesn't it?
Quite funny.
Well, he is. He's hilarious.
Yes, no, I know.
He's retired.
Thank you for your questions and dilemmas, everyone. They were interesting mix.
Remember, you can listen and watch every Tuesday and Friday.
And on the next episode, we're going through my new biography.
Are you writing an autobiography?
No, a biography has been written about me. See you on Friday.
Goodbye.